Welcome back to my digital diaries, where I probably ain't gonna walk up to you and say what I'm gonna say now. Story time. Why I got pulled over? Crazy. It's like the icing on the cake. So today at the beginning of this day it just felt off. Okay, I just knew something about the day just felt off. When I got up, I didn't feel like doing nothing that I needed to do, going nowhere. Right? I even told my sister I don't feel like going nowhere today. So I ended up doing like I was supposed to do, going to my granny, doing all of that at my mama crib. My mama ended up letting me bring her car home back to my sister's house because she know I had been Ubering over to her, and she said she wasn't going nowhere that evening, so it only made sense for me to just take the car with her. Little girl, go lay down. I know y'all always hear me holler, little girl. That's the dog, y'all. That's my little sister. Little girl. So he always got something to say when it's time to talk. I take the car home. Everything's smooth, everything cool. I'm like, cool, I made it. I finally could get in the house, sit down somewhere, relax. As soon as I got comfortable, my sister like, yeah, they got practice today. So she asked me about it, but she automatically know that I'm gonna take her because her having to Uber my niece to go to track practice. She on the cheerleading team and she do track. So over the summer she got track and cheerleading practice, and my sister's car situation is a little. She got a car, because don't play with my sister, that's enough. But it's a funky situation. So, same. I tell her, like, we might as well all just ride because her track practice was like 30 minutes away. So, I'm like, we might as well all just ride and go to Walmart or something in between while she had practice, because it was for 2 hours. Not long, but long enough to where I didn't want to have to come all the way back home, right? Hold on, y'all. So anyway, come here, Ishak. We take my niece to practice. Me and my sister go up in Walmart. Of course, spend way more than we had intentions on spending when we went in there. We go, you can't play with the dog. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do a video on the woes of not being in your own space and having small children, because baby proofing is a thing and you can't baby proof a dog. Okay, all right. Next, so but every time I pick him up, he act like he's hungry. He act like he's starving. But anyway, we go to Walmart, spend our little ducats, get real excited about what we bought and everything. So we go back to get my niece. After going to get my nephew, because he ended up, I don't know what my sister did. But anyway, we all pile back in the car. Isha. Okay, so we go get her on the way home, right? We goes coming back, and as we driving down one of them long roads, I see.
Press enter to change screensaver.
TV
Press select to
talking.
activate.
Ain't nobody got the remote. Who the TV talking to? Anyway, stuff like that creep me out. Sometimes some of this technology be technology and too much. And anyway, I'm driving down the road. I see the police as I'm coming up, but I'm already doing what I'm doing on as far as the speed limit. I wasn't like flying or nothing like that, but I was probably moving. I told y'all I didn't want to go outside. So I'm going and I see the police on the left side. And as soon as I pass, I'm not gonna hit the brakes because then obviously they definitely gonna pull me over then. But as I'm going, as soon as I passed them, I seen them flip around. So all I could say was, they pulled me over, asked for my little registration ID and everything. He looking at my ID like he's stupid because it say Georgia. Sir, you ain't never seen the ID from another state? Like, come on now, don't act all crazy. Then of course he take the ID, asked for the insurance. I looked in my mama's glove compartment for the insurance, didn't see it. Now I got to call her, tell her I got pulled over in her car. Lord have mercy. Called her, asked her to send me the insurance. I feel like she could hear the teeny bit of irritation in my voice, so she didn't ask too many questions, but she did call me back when too many minutes had went past and I hadn't told her what was going on. Because it was her car. So I called her. She's taking me a picture of the insurance, and he took forever, like they always do, doing whatever he was doing in the car, writing a little ticket or whatever, running my driver's license that ain't got nothing, absolutely nothing on it. And once he finally wrote the ticket, he brought it back like, you was doing a da-da-da and a da-da-da. So I just wrote you a ticket because I figured you had the insurance. Da-da-da. Whatever, sir. Because now you know. Now you know something. He gave me a little ticket. I ain't say much because me and police, I just thank you, sir, and went on about my business. I really needed to move on though because I had a lot of people in the back seats. And I just wanted him to leave that backseat alone. So everything was good. I said minimum. He said minimum. He said that I did not have to go to court because something with the ticket or whatever. But it was just like, come on. I get home, finally read everything, and it said, I had the fine was like $250 or something like that, or plead guilty and pay like $170 or something. That's a whole nother story. Like, because I live in another state, I could go to court and I had to do none of that. But it's just like, decisions. When you in another state, got caught up. This is why I left Chicago in the first place, because you always caught up in something that was just like, and I ain't trying to act like it wasn't my fault because I was doing I was probably doing about 10 over the speed limit, but come on, hold on. Come on now, it wasn't that serious. Y'all was thirsty. Y'all was thirsty. Y'all needed my little ticket money. Like Illinois they always need somebody money. I'm sweating because it's hot in here. I'm cooking, but I'm running my mouth. Y'all always need somebody money, so I'm going to let y'all have it because I'm going to get up out of here. I'm going to go about my business, go back to Georgia where I belong. Okay? Long story short, the icing on the cake. It's time to go.